everyone, this is Rabbit's Blah Animation Bliss, and I got a lot to talk about, and... What the heck? Who's that knocking at the door? Oh no! 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 I thought I got rid of that thing! I thought I kicked it out of the street! No! Don't come back! No! No! Hey everyone, this is Rabbit's Blah Animation Bliss, and welcome to another International Cartoon Corner. So today's international cartoon I'll be talking about today is The Cat Came Back, and before I get into this, here are a few words from this channel. Hey guys, if you want to check out more content from this channel, then tune in every Sunday and Monday for new videos. And if you happen to see any videos posted up during the week, that must mean there was a bit of animated news that we wanted to talk about, so those would be considered special videos. And if you want to chat with us on social media or see when new videos are being released, then follow us through Twitter and Facebook. And also, please feel free to join our new Facebook group, Chat with Animation Bliss, where we talk about animation with other animation fans. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So The Cat Came Back was a 1988 Canadian short that was directed by Cordell Barker, and it was based off an old song that was made in the 1800s called The Cat Came Back. And basically what the short is all about is about a man named Mr. Johnson who stumbles upon a cat that came on his doorstep, and at first Mr. Johnson was like, oh, I could keep this cat with me. But then the cat ends up knocking out Mr. Johnson's baby toy and crushing it on the ground, and Mr. Johnson ends up kicking the cat out of the house as a result. But after Mr. Johnson kicks the cat out of the house, the cat comes back inside the house and starts destroying his things. So Mr. Johnson tries to take the cat to the woods, but it turns out that the cat ended up getting out of the woods while Mr. Johnson ends up getting lost. And then afterwards, Mr. Johnson tried to drown the cat in the sack, but the cat ends up escaping while Mr. Johnson falls into the ocean. And the cartoon keeps going on and on with Mr. Johnson trying to figure out ways to get rid of the cat, while the cat ends up destroying Mr. Johnson's house as a result. So what are my thoughts about this cartoon? I really enjoyed this cartoon. I think it's one of those cartoons I like to watch a lot whenever I get the time to. It's just so addicting, and it's not only just addicting, but it's also so hilarious to watch. I love the way that the cartoon escalates the battle between Mr. Johnson and the cat, where Mr. Johnson tries to figure out ways to get rid of the cat while the cat keeps coming back and destroying Mr. Johnson's house each time. And it really reminded me a lot of how Looney Tunes play out. Like you have Bugs Bunny going up against a character that's trying to take him down, and then the battle between that character and Bugs Bunny keeps going up and up until one of them ends up destroying each other towards the end of the cartoon. And it's sort of like that with The Cat Came Back, where Mr. Johnson's trying to figure out ways to get rid of the cat while the cat continues to destroy Mr. Johnson's house. And I really enjoy the exaggerated ways that Mr. Johnson tries to get rid of the cat. Like he tries to drown the cat in a sack, but he ends up getting drowned in the ocean himself. And then he tries to get rid of the cat by putting him in a hot air balloon, but then he ends up getting stuck in the hot air balloon, and the cat just jumps out of the hot air balloon and goes back home, and then so on and so forth. And this short just continues to be so hilarious throughout, and I just enjoy seeing all that being taken into account with this particular short. But probably the best part of this animated short was the animation itself. It's done in the classic line Borio style, where you have the characters being drawn in outlines, and the outlines of the characters end up wiggling a lot, despite the fact that the characters are not moving in some scenes. And you have that happen a lot throughout this cartoon, which gives this cartoon a sort of crazy look, but yet a hilarious look at the same time. And that's what I really like about this animated short, is that it's one of the rare cartoons that has a line Borio animation style that you don't really see in a lot of cartoons, well, maybe except for Ed, Edd n Eddy for your modern day viewers. But yeah, I really like that style of animation for this particular short, and it fits so well with the crazy nature of this particular short. Now, is there any cons with this particular short? Well, not really. For me, personally, I didn't have a problem with this short. I guess the only problem that I can find with this short is that there is some black comedy in this short. Like, if you guys don't like black comedy, there is a bit of it. Like, there was this one scene when Mr. Johnson tries to throw the cat to the ocean, but when Mr. Johnson falls into the ocean, the cat gets away. There's this scene where there's all these bags that are under the ocean behind Mr. Johnson, and we're not sure if they're filled with other pets that drown in the ocean or were tied up into the sack. But that is a pretty dark scene for an otherwise hilarious type of animated short, and yet that scene is played for laughs completely. So overall, The Cat Came Back is a fantastic animated short that you should definitely check out. If you're a huge fan of Canadian cartoons, you'll definitely enjoy this short, or if you're a huge fan of Cordell Barker's shorts, then you'll definitely enjoy this particular short that pretty much put his name on the map. So I would definitely check out The Cat Came Back whenever you get the chance to. So tell me in the comments below, have you seen The Cat Came Back? And if you have, did you like the short? Did you hate the short? And what are some other Canadian cartoons that you like? Please feel free to comment down below. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rob Usball Animation Bliss, and I'll see you guys later.